Welcome everybody to the inaugural episode of the Ramland Sportscast. I'm your host, Matt Demick. Some of you may know me from around school. I'm the vice president of the Ram TV Club, the club that produces this show. We will be releasing episodes once per week, releasing usually on Wednesdays. We will be interviewing athletes and coaches from around the school, where we'll be talking about all things Cheshire High School sports. To start off the show, we will be talking about Friday night's football game. The Rams took on the New Milford Green Wave. The Rams rolled over the Wave with a 35-7 final score. Junior Jeffrey Gonzalez was named Ramland's Player of the Game, rushing for 2 touchdowns as well as grabbing and receiving a receiving touchdown. Junior quarterback Matt Jeffrey completed 4 passes for 31 yards, while rushing for 135 yards on 12 carries with a touchdown. Senior Connor Moran also contributed to the scoring with a rushing touchdown of his own. Here we have Ram TV's play of the game. Junior Matt Jeffrey drops into coverage and makes a great leaping interception at the goal line on a deep ball from New Milford quarterback. The Rams are playing again on Friday night on the road against Hill House at 6 p.m. Girls soccer opened up their season with a road game against fierce rival Amity on Friday. It was a great win for Cheshire with a decisive 2-0 victory over the Spartans. Senior captain Gabby Tirado led the charge for the Rams, scoring the team's 2 goals. The goals were assisted on by Haley Shaw and Ava Sink, each racking up an assist. And keeper Sophie Bates had 2 saves on the game. The girls play next Friday the 16th at 6 p.m. at home. Cheshire boys soccer began the season at home against Foreign High School on Saturday. Cheshire won by a score of 3-1. Cheshire senior captains Shamir Dashnika, Malukan Marchand, and Kevin Sololari all contributed to the scoring. Malukan scored a goal for Cheshire and Kevin Sololari notched an assist. Samir put together a great day, scoring a goal and assisting on a goal as well. Junior Will Stearns netted a goal as well. Cheshire plays next on Saturday the 17th at home against North Haven. Game starts at 6 p.m. The girls' volleyball team triumphed over North Haven in a 3-1 contest on Wednesday. Standouts from the game included Cheshire senior tri-captain Avery Mola, with an impressive stat line of 21 kills, 4 digs, and 2 aces, as well as a block. Fellow senior tri-captain Sophia Serrato had a career-high 22 assists, while getting 3 assists and 2 digs. Senior Amelia Perlini had 8 assists and 3 aces. The girls play again today at 6 p.m. at home versus Bristol Central. On Tuesday, the field hockey team beat Lyman Hall in a dominating fashion. The game ended in an 8-0 shutout. Seniors Ava Matakowski and Taya Bunton each tied their career highs in goals, netting 2 each. Taya racked up an assist as well. Seniors Kyla Kampf and Julia Bailey each contributed a goal and an assist as well. Juniors Ava Howell and Hannah Curtis both scored their first goals in the game. And goalie Ginny Corello notched a save, securing her second shutout on the season. The girls play next on Friday at home against Guilford. The game starts at 6 p.m. On Thursday, the boys cross-country team swept their meet with Foreign, Fairfield Prep, and North Haven in dominating fashion. The boys had 5 of the 6 top finishers overall. Finishing in first for the Rams was junior Tyler Karen with a time of 17 minutes and 16 seconds. Following in second, third, and fourth place were Colin Gravelding, Daniel D'Souza, and Michael DeJoseph. And in 6th place overall was James Boyd. The Rams run again on the 20th against Daniel Hand, Career Magnet, and Hamden. The girls swim and dive team competed on Tuesday against Foreign High School. Cheshire won the contest 100-67. On top of that, Cheshire won their 88th straight dual meet. In the 200-yard medley relay, Julia Bardo, Katie Peligaro, Juliana Tyler, and Morgan McDonough finished with a time of 2 minutes, 0.62 seconds, winning the event. Ava Petrala also won in the 200-yard freestyle, finishing in 2 minutes, 0.59 seconds. Hannah Tao finished best in the 1-meter high dive. In the 100-yard butterfly, Juliana Tyler finished in first with a time of 59.52 seconds. In the 100-yard freestyle, Natalia Gajecki finished in first with a time of 57.7 seconds. And in the 200-yard freestyle relay, Cheshire won with a time of 1 minute and 47.14 seconds from the team of Ava Petrala, Juliana Tyler, Julia Bardo, and Grace Hankey. The girls will compete again Friday the 16th at 7 p.m. against Brantford. And finally, the girls' cross-country team ran on Thursday against North Haven, Laurelton Hall, and Foreign. Cheshire swept the competition, earning coach Rob Schaefer his 300th win, an amazing achievement for him and the program. Cheshire had 5 runners placed in the top 10. Junior Alexis Acone finished first overall with a time of 19 minutes and 30 seconds. Following in second place was Mia Vientos. Fourth place was Eva Curran, and 5th place was Ava Saccone, and in 8th place was Jocelyn Grace. The girls will run again on the 17th against Wilton. Joining me now to end the show, we have senior kicker Micah the Golden Leg Galloza. Mike, you can come on out. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, it is Micah Galloza's birthday, so let's do a good job of letting him know, giving him our appreciation. Woo-hoo!
Thank you for having me, Matt.
Before we begin the interview, let's take a quick look at the absolute boomer of a punt that you had. 57 yards, ladies and gentlemen. Even though it was called back for a penalty, that does not take away from the absolute bomb that it was. Let's take a look. We're going to begin the interview here, Micah. What does it mean to you starting out your final season here at CHS?
So I started off my freshman year at Cheshire Academy. A lot of people don't know that, but I played football there my first year. It was a big decision for me to come back. So it means a lot coming back to play in front of everyone that I know, everyone that I love, all my family members, everything like that. It's always great. I love wearing the red, white, and black.
That's great. How do you think that starting off the season with such a big win like this is going to affect the remainder of your team's season?
I think it's important for us to, it's a great win, but nobody wants to go 1-9 in their season. That's not the goal. The goal is to go 10-0 or however many games we play, win them all. So it's a good first step, but ultimately it's not where we want to be. It's not where we want to end up.
So those who might not know Micah outside of school or may not know him at all may not know that he's been dealing with injuries since last season, and it's been plaguing him throughout the offseason. So, Micah, tell us a little bit about your journey in the offseason, battling with these injuries and working your way back into playing shape to get ready for your senior season.
So week 2 last season, I broke my foot. Going into this season, I had a sports hernia. Had to play through both those injuries at some point during last season. Had to get operated on for a sports hernia this past winter. It's not an easy thing, a lot of physical therapy for both things, uphill climb.
For sure.
But it feels great to be out there playing at 100%, feels great. Everyone here knows what it's like to be injured, it's no fun.
Well, we're sure glad to have you back kicking for us. So speaking of kicking, when you're lining up for a kick, just so you can give the viewers at home a little bit of an idea, whether it's a kickoff or an extra point, a field goal, whatever it is, what's going through your head while you're lining up for that kick?
That's a good question. For anyone that was there this past Friday night, opening kickoff, that's a great example of terrible self-talk. Lined it up, just completely shanked it. That's what happens. So what I'm thinking going into a kick, I want to be confident. I want to just I think I'm the best player on the field, even though I'm coming in at 5'8", 5'9", 160 pounds, not the biggest kid on the team, not the biggest kid on the field, but I go in there expecting to be the best player on the field, expecting to hit the ball as far and as hard as I can. Something I think of when I'm about to hit a ball is just you make up a lot of your mistakes just hitting the ball hard and hitting it fast. So don't let your technique take over, just rip the thing. That's what I'm trying to get at. But this past Friday, I was in my own head, nerves going. Everyone's jumping up and down, right? I'm thinking I just want to put this thing through the uprights, but you got to take a slower approach sometimes. Just look at yourself, take a couple deep breaths, and just grip it and rip it.
So looking ahead into your season now, are there any games on your schedule that worry you or your teammates?
I wouldn't say worry is the right word. No games worry our team, I don't think. It's just more of a respect thing. Obviously, some teams carry more respect than others. For example, prep, hand, those are games. Sullington, all those teams, Shelton, those are games where you have to be ready going into the week. You can't just meander your way through the week. Those have to be weeks where you're just locked in, ready to go. Can't have any mistakes, just firing all cylinders.
Are there any of these games here that you're excited for?
Oh, absolutely. Home, we're playing hand in a couple weeks. That's a huge one. Sullington on Thanksgiving. We're playing home. It doesn't get any better than that. Kill a blue night.
For sure.
Yeah.
that was our interview with senior kicker Micah Galloza. We'll see you next week here on the Ramland Sportscast. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and roll Rams.